Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Misty at Skeeter Jones, and this is a craft lot unboxing, I guess, unenveloping from Susie at Dragonfly Bees. And this is one of the ones that I've been waiting to get to. I got a stack of them, some friend mail and some things that I ordered. And I wanted to show these to everyone as I unbox them. So here we go. I know these are craft items. I think they're all craft items, but we'll find out as we go. If anything is sellable, I will offer up a price in the video, and you can contact me, skeeterjonesthings at Gmail, and we will discuss pricing, or we'll discuss selling there. I'll put prices on the screen, and all the prices are for only the item. You'll have to add shipping to that, and I do monthly shipping to help you save on shipping costs. So Susie has this packed very well. This is a pretty heavy, I don't have a scale nearby, but this is a pretty heavy package, and I cannot remember what all is in it. It's been such a while since I ordered it. But here's this pretty envelope with daisies all over it. So let's get into it. Susie's channel is great. She does unboxings. She does thread up boxes. Right now she's really into the thread up shoe boxes. And she also does jewelry. She has beautiful collections of jewelry, and she offers up lots of education on the background of jewelry companies and designers and things like that. So there's always something going on with her channel. Something interesting to learn, and definitely beautiful and interesting things to see. She also will do like sights of New York. She lives in New York City, and she will like do walking tours of things like museums and points of interest around New York. So her channel is really interesting. So if you don't subscribe to Susie already, go check out her channel. I'll put a link in the description of this video. And yeah, go check it out, and you will definitely like her channel. So here we go. Let's see what all is here. To keep the video from going too long, if I start going too long, I might do it in parts, and this helps that we have two different parts here to go with. She says, "Thank you. When you support a small business, you're supporting a dream. Your purchase made my day. I hope this package brightens yours. I really appreciate your support." Thank you, Susie. Thank you for your support for my woman-owned small business. Nice. Definitely go check her out. She's one of my friends on YouTube as well, and I've gotten to know her a little bit. She's a very nice person to know, and I'm really glad that I've made her acquaintance. So what does this say? Bonus craft items, free gift. What? I think I'm gonna look at the ones that I purchased first, and then I'll look at the bonus items. I'll do that. Save the surprise for last. Thank you so much, Susie, for watching this, for sending me a little bonus package. Okay, so here we go. I'll pull these things out little by little, and we'll just go through them. How cute. A little Minnie Mouse key ring. It looks like it maybe has something inside. Like, I wonder if it's one of those that has a light in it, or maybe used to have a light in it. But that's cute. A little Minnie Mouse key ring with glitter inside. Here is, okay, I'm not sure what these are called. Some sort of little separators or beads, I guess. So those are definitely always useful. This is pretty. Has little Valentine vibes. The little Cupid and the two hearts. That's cute. Okay. Okay, these are nice. It is a necklace or maybe a bracelet with these beautiful little silver tone beads that are double drilled right there with this AB coated rhinestones in the middle and a little bit of texture around the edges. So those are pretty. And there's enough of these to just restring into a bracelet, or I can use them to make something else entirely. You can make several pairs of earrings or maybe make a necklace out of that. This is a plastic or acrylic chain. It doesn't have any end to it. It's just a curved chain. But these can probably like open up. Yeah, if you twist it hard enough, that'll open up and you can snap those apart. This could maybe be made into a purse strap or a purse chain to dress up your purse, or for something else entirely. See, a little marble. Is that a bead or oh, that's a marble? Cute. Here's an earring. It's gunmetal with little tiny faceted glass beads. Oh, there we go. And all the way around there. That would be a neat kind of steampunk style choker. I could see that becoming something like that. Oh, and well, they're both there. Let's see. If they're not missing any stones, I might just put backs on them and offer those up. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like everything is here. So I will put some new silicone backs on these. I'll put a price on the screen and offer these up to whoever would like them. I'll give them a wipe down and some new backs. See, they are about 2 inches long, just a touch more than 2 inches long. Black glass faceted beads, little chandelier style drop earrings, and they are post back. And the metal is sort of gunmetal toned. And there they are. So price will be on the screen for these. Next, a little Noah's Ark pin. And if I have a back, I'm not sure if I have a back, but if I have one, I will offer this up in a different video. It'll be a craft piece if I don't have a back that I can put on it. I'll make something with that. Only if I don't find a back, that is. See, there's not a name on this, and it looks rather, it looks a whole lot like it could be sterling, but I don't know, it has that sort of buttery feel to it. I don't think those would be genuine stones just because of how they're set. But it does have a little loop here where probably it's a clip earring, so probably something used to hang down right here. But if I clip off everything that holds this clip on there, if I cut all that off and then sand it down smooth, then turn it this way, that could be a pendant. So I might do that. Here are some pearls, faux pearls that is. Just plastic faux pearls. Not sure what I would make with those. I can't unstring them. Things like this can embellish all sorts of stuff. They can make Christmas decorations or things like that. Or I might just offer it up. These are just your standard, just plastic faux pearls. Okay, and here are shells. I'm not sure the name of these shells, but just in time for summer. A nice little shell necklace. This also, let's see, let's put this over here for $1 and And these shells will also be $1. I don't see anything wrong with them. There's no broken shells that I can see. And it has these cowrie shells also. A little fun fact, these at one time were used as currency and for good luck in the American South. I'm not sure if they still are, but they once were. This is an interesting chain. I really like having all sorts of different interesting chains to work with when I'm crafting jewelry. Let's see, this one comes all the way to an end. It's not broken right there. Let's check the other end. There's a little knot I would need to get out. Well, I can get that out really quick. That's a very simple knot right here. There we go. And on this end, okay, there's the jump ring. So nice. I'll test this. I don't think it's sterling, but I'll test it just to be sure. But pretty neat. The links there look almost like the little symbol for hurricane. So you're familiar with those if you live in the southern United States. If you go to the beach, you'll see signs with that symbol for hurricane evacuation routes. But this is a good piece to have. I'm really excited to use this chain. Here is, let's see, what is this? Okay, this used to be a bracelet. It looks like probably another piece like this used to be on this side. There's this really bright gold tone, little floral design. It's missing a stone right there, but I can glue a new stone in it. That won't be any problem. I have plenty of stones lying about. It's just a costume piece. I don't see any signature on it, but there's not really any tone loss or anything like that. This pretty orangey, pinky, AB coated stone right there is really pretty. If the other piece like this is somewhere in the bag, I'll see if I can just put that together and offer it up. But if not, I can easily make this into something else because the components are in such great condition. Of course, I would need to put a stone right there, which I can do. But that one's a really nice piece. Here's some more crystal. I have so much crystal from that, the unboxing I did of the package Carol sent. And so now I have more crystal to go with that. These tiny round beads, plus these little kind of squished bicones right there. Love crystal beads. Those are beautiful. I can't wait to use those. Here's a very interesting earring. Let's kind of lay this one out. Part of it's kind of the wrong direction. Maybe that's what's wrong with it, because it looks like this side, the little piece here is facing backward. Oh, and so is that. Okay, oh, and it's missing stones here, but I can put different stones in it. And see, some of it's facing one way and some of it's facing the other way. This one had a bad day at the factory. But the metal on here is nice. These little metal pieces can be salvaged, and I could probably put different stones in there. Of course, I would have to pop out these stones so that I can replace this one, and then I would replace all the others with stones so it would all match. And then, of course, I would need to turn around the backward-facing parts. But that would be a really pretty purse charm, I think. Like that. What does this say? Christina, without an H. Little gold tone with lots of wear on it. This little heart right here can definitely be used for something. No wear at all, really, that I can see on that. That's a cute little heart. And this, I will check that stone. That's really pretty. This really looks like So, oh yeah, and it has a 925 right there. So this nice sterling piece. I wonder if that's some amethyst on that. Oh, gorgeous. I'm going to have to test that and see what that is. If there's not a match, I will curl around this ear wire into a bail so that this can be a pendant. And of course I would need to take that part off and then sand down the little stump that it would leave so it wouldn't be sharp, so it wouldn't catch on clothes or scratch someone. But that would be a very pretty, very delicate little pendant like that. And here's another one of these guys. So I wonder if these were earrings. So this one is missing its little medallion, little Cupid medallion that hangs in the middle. I wonder if that little medallion's inside the bag. Okay, I'm thinking this is going to be maybe a couple of purse charms, possibly earrings, and I think these were already earrings in their former life. But those are cute. Nice for Valentine's Day. Okay, here's a little choker with a slide charm on it. And you may hear, I believe that's the mower outside. It's Sunday afternoon. This Express. It's Sunday afternoon as I'm filming this, and I think there's some yard work happening outside. This velvet is not in good shape at all, so it will have to just go in the trash. But this little slide charm might be useful. Really like that, sort of a muted matte silver. And this chain, I like the texture on this chain. So that can be reused for something. So I really like that. Oh, and I can always use more lobster clasps. How pretty. I wonder if that petal is in here somewhere. Oh, this has a little mark on it. That star with a circle around it. I don't see any other markings. Let's see. No, and I'm wondering if the metal here is pewter. Someone's already tried to glue it or something. Right there's a little blob of glue. And the petals are glued to this metal frame. Let's see, this can be something. It needs to be shined up and cleaned up, so I'll take care of that and then see what I have to work with. These petals are acrylic and they feel or have a look to them sort of like moon glow. And so does the center as well, but the center is faceted. So I hope that other petal is in there, but even if it's not, this can be salvaged and turned into something. I need to research that brand stamp right there and see if I can find out what that is. But that's cute. Very cute. Okay, a couple of shells. Another marble. Oh, I thought this was going to be ribbon. This is actually metal. Has some wear. I might see what I can do. It looks like it's maybe brass underneath where all that paint has worn off. So I may see if I can just remove the paint from this and see what I can do with it. It used to have something on here, I think, because how it's darkened right there at these various intervals. Like something maybe used to be there. I'll see if I can take the paint off of this, see what I can turn that into. It looks like brass, like I said. It looks like brass underneath all the lime green paint. Here's a pretty little boat with abalone or faux abalone. I think that's actual abalone. The silver tone, little sailboat. This is pretty with the shades of blue. Got this sort of cloudy, milky blue. And that's either howlite or some kind of faux turquoise. And this looks acrylic right here. This used to be an earring, but it would be a really cool necklace, I think. Pendant. with a brass tone, metal, and all the stones are there. Little AB, tiny AB coated one right there. So that's pretty. I'm going to have so much stuff for projects. I'm going to have a lot of things to do. This, I can't tell what this is, but it's some different colored rhinestones on a silver tone backing. It's a screw back earring. The metal is maybe pewter. I'll see what I can do with that. Here's a bracelet. Just a silver tone bangle. I usually lot up silver tone bangles and sell them all together. I have a lot going right now, so I'll just stick it with the current lot. Let's see, this. Oh, wow. Okay. Is it missing something? No, it's just got something turned around backwards. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. Well, I got one turned around and another one went backwards. There we go. That's neat. Silver tone with these little circles that hang down. And they're all attached together on the back like this with these little individual, I don't know, little semicircles that they're attached to with jump rings, which makes them able to sort of swing freely like that. If there's not a match to this, let's see, I'll have to think what I can do with this. I'll have to get really creative here. I'll have to think about that one. Here is an earring post back. It used to be a cultured freshwater pearl. Oh, we got a little sterling silver post apparently. So hopefully the rest of that is in here somewhere. There's a neat little, I don't know, would you call that a bead? It's just wire wrapped around with a loop at the top. That's neat. I'll have to think of what I can do with that. It's kind of springy. Interesting. Okay, this is a little acrylic, maybe surfboard with a dolphin on it. Now this ribbon will have to go. It's leather. I might see if I can clean it. I'll see what I can do with that. I'll see if that leather can clean up. Here's a post of some kind with a jump ring on it. A lot of these things that might look unusable or like nothing can be done with them, it's amazing how I put these things aside and then later on I'm crafting and I think, oh wow, that thing that I pulled out of that bag, that would be great right here. So sometimes inspiration hits when I'm not trying, and sometimes when I'm trying to get an idea, inspiration won't come. Okay, here's a door knocker style earring, gold tone with a faux pearl. I don't see any tone loss on it. No. I don't see a name. This looks like Trifari or Monet or something like that. But I don't see a name anywhere on that. But this could be a pendant if there's not a match for it in there. Most earrings, the quickest thing to turn them into is a pendant. Okay, here's some copper or copper toned chain. I can always use chain. I can tell by the feel of it, it just needs a bath. And some of this that looks like wear could actually just be dirt. So I'll clean that up and see what it looks like after it gets a cleaning in the ultrasonic. Okay, I wonder if these guys go together. Another little springy, I don't know, I guess I'll call it a wire bead. Okay, I wonder if there's going to be more of those. Here's a cuff link. No brand on it. Interesting design. I don't know, I've never crafted with a cuff link before. I'll have to see what I can do with that. Here's a little leaf. This gold tone with green enamel. Oh wow, this is interesting. I would say this has sort of a buttery feel to it, but you know, when you're dealing with craft pieces of jewelry, your fingers can get a little like grimy. So I don't know if I'm feeling grime or if I'm feeling sterling. So I'll test that and see what that is. So I'll put it right here with my other things to test. This is a faux lapis. It looks like it used to be an earring probably, so I'll salvage that bead. And here's another one. I bet this was a pair of earrings. I'll just salvage those beads from there. Here's a wire wrapped stone with some chain on it as well. I'll unwrap that and see what I can do with it. Here's another one of these. These are fun. This is a vintage, very vintage brooch. You can tell by the construction here. Beautiful work on this one. All the stones are there, but this little center piece is missing. I could probably glue a stone there, a rhinestone or maybe a semi-precious stone. That's about maybe 1.25 inches across. That's very pretty. So many projects. I have lots of projects from the things that Carol sent, and now more projects. But that's okay. This is pretty. Can put maybe a tassel so that it hangs down out of there, and then put a bail on top and make that into a pendant or a purse charm. That would be a pretty neat purse charm, I think. Another Mickey Mouse. Oh, missing a stone. But a vintage style, again with this construction right here. This little bar you see on the back where the pin is attached. This is a vintage brooch. It would be great if I can find that stone in the bag. And if I can't find that one, I can pop all of these out and put different stones in the whole thing. Carabiner. Okay, various stones. I wonder if in here I might find some of the stones that I'm looking for that have fallen out of those pieces. Oh, let's take a close look at this one. Oh, there's a couple in here I want to take a close look at. Okay, this is a piece of acrylic or glass. It's glass with foil in it. Looks like maybe there's an air bubble inside. Let's see what I can do with that. And then here's another. This looks like a piece of abalone. It is with, maybe it used to be an earring and that part broke. There's a little blob of glue on the back. I can clean all that off, but this is very pretty. Nice piece of abalone. So these are all beads, but none of them look like the ones I'm looking for. Let's see. It's a pretty heart. I might test that for sterling as long as I'm testing these other things. This is a piece of iridescent glass. Is it glass? Yes. That's pretty. I like how that glows. Nice, nice. Okay, will I get through this entire bag? Oh, wow. That's neat. Okay, it's drilled with 2 holes on each side. It's chipped right here, so I'll have to take it out of this setting. But I wonder what I can do with that stone. That would be a fun purse charm, I think. This is nice. Look at that. What did it used to be? Oh, a clip earring. You can see the remainder of the clip that used to be there. I don't see a name on it anywhere. This pretty green, and then this enameled, I guess, kind of scroll work around the edges. That's pretty. That needs to have another life. I'll see what I can make that into. Here's a little chandelier drop. Very easy fix if it has a mate. Very easy fix to make it back into an earring. And if the mate's not here, a very nice purse charm or pendant. This is a faux pearl. Let's see, that says Japan right there, which says possibly, I think, 1950s or 60s origin on that little piece of wire. I don't know, something tells me this is not complete, that it's missing something. Okay, here is a nice necklace. There's a little bit of surprising, it's not heavy, but it's heavier than I thought it might be, which tells me maybe these faux pearls are glass, or maybe these are crystal. That's pretty. Now sometimes when you see faux pearls, definitely faux pearls, and then some that are kind of more dull like that, it's because these are faux pearls also, but just the paint has come off of them. So how to fix that is to take the paint off of the rest of them as well, and then see what they look like. Sometimes with the paint gone, they look really nice, and sometimes they don't. Let's see how this is put together. This is a express necklace, and it is layered. Can you see how that's layered right there? That's really pretty. I might try to keep that as intact as I can. See if maybe this is dirt instead of tone loss. And then take the paint off of all of the pearls so they'll match the ones that already have the paint gone. I'll see what I have from that. Oh, wow. How pretty. This is gold tone on this black, I don't know, enamel maybe? I don't even know what this is. But it's definitely very pretty. I can put this in a setting, I think. Glue it into a little bezel setting maybe. And turn that into a pendant. And speaking of bezel settings, where I would get that from is probably Fire Mountain Gems. And no, I am not sponsored by them. Although, if they're listening and they want to do that, I'm listening. But I ordered some more stones to go into that Les Bernard necklace. And those are set to be delivered, well, tomorrow, but today, as you're seeing this video, is when the stones for that Les Bernard necklace are supposed to arrive. So I can't wait to get that job done. I'll try to link the video to where I've talked about that in the description of this one. Okay, so here are some faux pearls and little gold tone and rhinestone roses on a broken necklace. These little acrylic brown faceted beads as well. lots of wear and definite tone loss on the chain. The lobster clasp might be salvageable. This one is, I'm just going to take the components off of this and make other things with them. This one can't be salvaged as it is, but the components definitely can be. See, here's a nice layering necklace. It's missing something right here. Okay. And this one's very long. Very long. Okay. Are you stuck on here? Oh, okay. Here's the mate. I'll have to find that other earring because here's the mate to it right here. And this is a necklace. I'm still trying to figure out what this chain, little piece of chain is. I've got this ring holding the two ends together. I'm going to have to check into this and see if I can salvage it as it is, just clean it up. That's really pretty. It has these beautiful shades of gold and clear, and then this beige or tan, and maybe, just maybe, instead of tone loss, that's just dirt on the chain. I'd like to try to preserve this one as it is, if it cleans up well. Let me know what you thought about the cleanup video I did for Carol's craft lot. And I might do a cleanup video on this one also. So here's this earring I just pulled out, and I got another one of those just a few minutes ago, I thought. Or did I put it back in the bag and I just now pulled it out again? That might be what I did, because I don't see. Yeah, I guess I may have just put it back in the bag. Okay, here is something pretty. Oh, fantasy-like, I guess. That would be a cute purse charm. I would have to replace a stone right there. But that's cute. That'll be a pretty purse charm, I think. And what am I doing? Am I just putting things back in the bag? We've already looked at that thing. Okay. Here is a quarter. A very large quarter. Let's see. I don't know what it says around the edges, so maybe it's not a quarter. It's just a little coin of some kind. Kind of reminds me of a quarter, but it doesn't have other markings consistent with that. But that's neat. We'll clean that up and see what it looks like. Pretty, pretty. This can be a little single stone necklace. I can glue a stone in there. And then we have a pendant. Look how pretty and delicate this is. It has 2 holes on each side. This probably came from a bracelet where there were several of them, you know, side by side like that. But this can be, I can see that being a choker. Okay, let's see. Some more. I don't know about this. I wonder what that was. It's missing a little faux pearl. I'll have to see what kind of inspiration I get from that one. This one's missing some stones right there, but it's a faux pearl. There's no really like findings on it, so I can't tell what it used to be. I don't know, maybe some kind of button. Here are some Lego heads. Interesting. And here is a little earring, and it says 925. Where'd that other earring go? Oh, there it is. The little tag on it. Okay. A heart with a circle. That can be part of a purse charm, probably an element of a purse charm. This used to have something hanging off the bottom, but the ring right here broke. I can close that up and attach something to it. Here's a little kid. This used to be a pendant. I'll see if that cleans up. I kind of think that's tone loss though. Little kid, and here is a pin back. Okay, there we go. Little mother of pearl pin with a little back. Okay, lots of little tiny bits in here. That's pretty, with little tiny rhinestones. The findings, I guess, are gone from that. Oh, here is... Now I know I didn't put that other one back in there. Is that it? No. Okay, these came from the same thing, or from a matching set, maybe. Okay, this is $13.99, whatever it was. Okay, moving right along. This could be a goth piece for sure. Oh, gotta reattach that. And then also it's missing another little piece right here. This one that fell off came from right there. Oh, right there. And then right here, something else fell off. That could maybe be part of a pendant or purse charm or something. It has sort of a goth look to it. Little silver tone hoop, little dangle hoop. That's missing a stone. There's a pretty look to it. It has, again, sort of that Trifari, Monet, kind of costume classics look to it. That's cute. I see something else in there. Okay. This is neat. Little dangly rhinestones. That's missing a stone, but I can always find another one to glue in there if I can't find the one that's supposed to go in there. This came from Savers. I don't see... No, I don't see a maker on that. Can definitely do something with these. This is just a repair job. Nice. Oh, how pretty. It's a shame that it's got this little broken part right there. But I'll see what I can do with that. These little stones are pretty. I think that'll clean up nicely. It's a nice, very vintage again. You can tell by the way that that back is constructed, where the pin is attached right there. So pretty. Little tiny pearls on an earring. Looks like it's only missing one right there, so I can maybe attach that, then bend that post around and make that into a pendant. Oh, here's what I saw. Another one of these. Those are fun. Okay. There we go. Is that? Yeah, that's glass. Little glass bead. That's fun. Okay, moving along. How sparkly. Check this out. Tons of sparkle on this. Let's get you untangled. Beautiful layering piece. This is Loft. How did this end up in a craft? Oh, okay. That's how it ended up in a craft bag. It's broken right there. But that's probably just a very easy repair. Okay, this piece is where it broke, I think. So maybe just connecting that might be all it needs. That is just tons of sparkle. Love that with all these golden tones. Pretty crystal with AB coating. Little shades of purple on top of the beige. That's pretty. That's very pretty. Okay. A K with missing stones. And it's a pendant. I'll see if I can find a stone to put in all the places where those have fallen off. And here's a hoop. It needs a bath. I don't think that's sterling, but I might check it since I'll have my... Actually, no, that has sort of like a brassy cast to it. That's not going to be sterling. Okay, let's get to this. There we go. So it's a bunch of like satin cord with these little gold things on it. And one of them is broken. One of the cords is broken from the little end cap right here. So I might just actually remove it from the other end too. And that'll be a quick repair on that. That's really pretty. Sort of like an olive green with the gold tone. I guess you would call those beads maybe. But that's very pretty. Those are cute. Just faceted acrylic beads. And let's see. They look like maybe those beads that, yeah, they just snap together and snap apart. So I wonder what I could do with those. I'll have to think on that one. I had to quickly step away and take care of something, so let's get right back into this. Here is a silver tone chain with some little, well, there's some wear. You can definitely see copper coming through on the back of these settings. Little rhinestones in them. Let's see, not a lot I can do with that. A lot of copper showing through on this chain as well. And let's see, yeah, and also on the clasp. So not a whole lot I can do with this piece. But someone who doesn't make jewelry items, who crafts other things, you know, like the sun catchers and stuff that I've talked about, this might be useful for stuff like that. This actually might be too, these little pop-apart beads. I think this is what I was looking at when I had to step away earlier. But those are really neat. They look kind of like ice. Here is a little ball bead chain. And it's got a little bit of wear on it. Oh, this is kind of heavy. Is this a locket? No. I don't see a hinge on it anywhere, so it's not a locket, but it feels kind of heavy. It was $4.99. And it's a silver tone. It looks like maybe it is stainless steel. Possibly. Because there's no wear on it, but it doesn't really look new. So it looks like it should have wear or some tone loss. But I don't see any. I might just clean this up and and see how it looks after it gets cleaned up. That's a pretty big pendant, about 2 inches across, or 2 inches down, about 1.5 inches across. And it's got this double or triple strand chain with a clasp somewhere, I would assume. Maybe underneath this little tag. No, there is no clasp, so it's just an over the head necklace. Triple strand locket. Here's some faux tiger eye blue, little stone that's missing in the middle, and this is on a necklace by Loft. Has a good clasp on it, and little bits of really good chain and these faceted beads. Let's see what the faceted beads are. I think they're glass. Yes, those are glass. So we have great beads and great chain, and one of these little flowers looks really nice. One is missing this little center part, like this, the little halo stone that's in this one is missing here. So I can maybe glue something else there or see what else I can do with that piece. But I can take this whole thing apart and use all of these little elements in other projects, and I think that is what's going to happen here. I really like this little flower design. Oh, not that one, this one. That's really pretty. Okay, here is a nice little hand-painted bead. Ceramic bead. Oh, how cute. Little shamrocks, pink stones. It looks like 2 stones are missing right there and right there. These little enamel shamrocks, and this is a clip earring with no name on it, but that's cute. I would need to replace stones and make that into something. And here's another one of these things. I think that's what I'll do. These are actually end caps for a necklace, I think, where the clasp would go on one of these, and then the chain that the clasp goes into would be on the end of the other one, and then multiple strands would come out to form a necklace. But I think I might do these as a purse charm and have fringe or tassel or something hanging out of the bottom, and then attach a clip to the top and let that be a purse charm. Oh, that's interesting. That sort of reminds me of a Pop-Tart and a smaller Pop-Tart. Let's see what we have going on here. Oh, that's the tag. A little bit of wear on the clasp, but not really anywhere else. No. It looks like all of this might just be brass. And these are supposed to hang together, apparently. Maybe like that. That's really interesting. That's got some character to it. We'll clean that up and see what it looks like. There's some tone loss right there, but it's on the back, so I don't know. We'll see what's going on with that after it gets cleaned up. And here's another one of these. So I was right, that those were probably part of a bracelet. There were probably several of these side by side. I thought this had a clear stone, but actually it's missing a blue stone. Here are some either acrylic or maybe wooden beads. Lots of wear right here on the chain and on the clasp. Those beads can be salvaged, but I think the chain has lived its life. Those can be elements in something else for sure. Here is a faux pearl on a little kind of Art Deco looking pyramid. Right there. The difference, or a main difference between Art Deco and Art Nouveau is that Art Deco is going to be more straight lines and angular. Art Nouveau is going to be more like curly and wavy. Here again, another vintage. It doesn't have that same little attachment, I guess, for the pin back, but still the way this pin back works, the type it is with a little rotating, I don't know what you call it, but the little part you put your thumbnail in right there, that helps denote this as a vintage piece. And it looks like there used to be little tiny pearls or faux pearls in these little circles right here, because there's one right there. So those can be replaced, and so this might be just a good repair job with some new little faux pearls in there. These stones are dead, which means there's a little bit of verdigris too, which verdigris could be cleaned up, but a dead stone cannot be brought back to life without getting it, I guess, refoiled. Here is a faux tiger eye with some really bright silver tone. Let's see, I can't make out that. That might say Avon, but it is missing a stone right there. I might be able to replace that. This has some interesting elements on it. This is a Chico's. I like this chain. It's textured links on this chain. This used to have a stone in it right there. Looks like everything's here on that one. All the rest of these stones look like they just need some cleaning. Let's see, yeah, that's what this one up here should look like. See, the stone's missing out of this setting, and it should have a clear one like this setting, because it's the same type of setting. Okay, it looks like everything else is here. So all that's missing is a little square stone in this setting right there. So I have some choices here. I can find a good square stone to replace that, or I can take these elements apart and use them to make something else. And really how I decide which one of those to do really just always depends on which one I have a need for first. If I come across a square stone and remember this, then I will put the square stone in there. But if I'm doing a project where I need some gunmetal chain first before I find a stone, then I'll take it apart and use the chain. That's a lot of times how I decide what I'm going to do with the piece. Sometimes I have it predetermined, like I have an idea in mind and I know what I'm going to do with it. Then I'll put it up and wait until I get the other elements that I need to do that project. Let's see, I don't know what this used to be, but it's missing a stone right there. This says something on the back. Oh, that says sterling right there. And I don't know what that is. A duck and a target, maybe? Maybe it's a duck hunting thing. Interesting. I don't know what to make of that one, but we'll test it. And here's another. Let's see, I don't know what I did with that other piece, but the stones are a little different. These are AB stones, just all in a row. And whatever they used to belong to, they are not attached to it now. Oh, and they're breaking apart from each other. This could just be general craft, like not to make it into jewelry, but other little crafts. Here's a pretty little tree frog with little green eyes. How cute. He's about an inch long from his from the top of his little ring to the bottom of his lowest foot. Is about an inch long. He's very bright, maybe stainless. The good thing about stainless jewelry is if you don't like tarnish, stainless jewelry will not tarnish. It'll stay bright and silver for a lifetime. You'll just have to clean it from time to time just to keep it looking nice and shiny. And I think that's what he's made of. And he's got these little green rhinestone earrings, green rhinestone eyes. Let's see, I will offer him up if anybody's interested in the little frog for, we'll do him for $1. Here's a little, oh, there's some verdigris on this, and it's missing some stones. Little moon and star pendant. Earring back. I generally don't keep earring backs. So here's the match to that other one of those that I saw a minute ago. And let's see, this says Express. A pair of Express earrings. They just need new hooks. Those are pretty. Little faux pearls. Little grayish blue, dark grayish blue faceted beads, and these little medallions with flowers on them. Those are so cute. It's about an inch and a quarter long, and I'll put hooks on those. I think I'll just offer all of these things up that I'm selling in a separate video like I did with the pieces from Carol. So here's a little piece of abalone, and it's an earring. You can see where the post broke off right there. And here's another one of these beads. I think all of those are in a little bag together, I think. This is missing some stones. So maybe I can pop those stones out and salvage them for other projects. I don't know what this is. Little black thing. I think this used to be an earring and maybe part of the wire broke. This is black enamel and silver tone. This is a little plastic faux pearl. We're almost to the end here. A piece of chain, which I can always use. This would be a good extender. The little rhinestone already attached to be a nice detail on the back of a necklace. This is just a little, I don't know what you would call that design, but that can just be turned into a bracelet. I'll just attach a lobster clasp on that, and we've got a little bracelet right there. And I think it's silver tone. I don't see any loss on it anywhere. It's just a matte silver tone. And that's cute. A pretty little crystal in this bright gold setting. Well, the setting is plastic, but that's still cute. This is maybe ceramic, I think. It maybe used to be an earring. And here's some chain. And that's almost certainly where. And let's see, another marble. Little pearl. This is a little shoe. Maybe it's a baby shoe with a birthstone. That's how I would that's what I would guess that is. And then some tiny little beads and stuff in here. Okay, so there we go. That is everything except for the bonus craft items, and I think I I will go ahead and do these as well. So I'm going to scoot all of these pieces over that were in the main craft lot, and we will look at these extra pieces that Susie sent me. Bonus craft items, free gift. It was very thoughtful of Susie to include extra pieces. So let's go through these. This is, oh wow, this is really cool. This is maybe belly dancing jewelry. It's this matte silver tone, and probably it's a necklace. Let's see. Yeah, that's a necklace, so I'll put that in the cleaner. Let me make sure everything's here. Looks like all the little charms at the bottom are there. And then there's all of these little settings with these faceted little tops on them. It doesn't look like there's any tone loss at all. It looks nice. I'm going to put that in the cleaner and see what it looks like when it comes out. This is another interesting piece. Wow. Okay, this is hooked on here somehow. Okay, it's hooked together right there. There we go. Let's see what this is. I have to lay this aside because it looks like I'm going to be laying some things out. Look at that. Wow. Susie, are you sure this is a craft piece? It has this textured design. Really pretty textured design on these gold tone sort of medallions. Lobster clasp. That's about how long that is. And it just would look so neat on. It has this sort of look where it comes down. There's the shorter necklace, and then the longer part hangs down below. That's really pretty. Can't wait to see what that looks like coming out of the cleaner. And then here's another one with this intricate design on it. It looks like that's the theme of this bonus lot, is intricate designs. Look at that. It looks like everything is here. Is it? Maybe one little thing missing. These little little arrowhead shaped things. It looks like there's one that should be here on this side that's missing. But really I can take that one off and then it'll be symmetrical. And then there's all of these beads. It comes up on these 3 strands that goes into 2, that goes into 1. These silver tone beads and like clear little tube beads. These clear teardrops. And let's see, here's the closure. How does that work? There we go. Okay, and it hooks together like so. Like that. Look how pretty that is. That's gorgeous. Okay, let's see what we have here. Susie, you called this a bonus craft items, but I haven't come across anything yet that I would dare take apart. These are gorgeous. Okay, here's another one. Let's see, it has this hook closure again, sort of this shepherd's hook that hooks through the ring at the other end. Again, this matte silver tone. These look like the little bells that I've seen before on like belly dancing jewelry. Not that I'm an expert on belly dancing jewelry, but I've seen things that were called that had this look to it, with these little jingly bells hanging off the bottom. And look at this chain. It's very serpentine. And I know serpentine is a type of chain, but serpentine is also an adjective. That means it's like a serpent. So look at that. I love this chain. The only problem I can see with this one really is there's a touch of verdigris right here on this little bead. And that might not even be verdigris. But I'm going to see if I can clean that up. And then this piece will be ready to go. That's gorgeous. And then I'm going to get a paper towel here and see if I can just wipe any of that off. No, not really. Oh wait, there's two of them that have that on there. But I'm going to put that in the cleaner and see what happens. This is pretty, with these sort of denim, smoky, grayish, I don't know, slate blue stones on silver tone. This pretty little floral feature right here in the front. It looks like nothing is missing. No tone loss. The clasp is there. I do not see a maker. Is there anything missing? No, nothing's missing on this. So another gorgeous one. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, here is, let's see, this needs to be bent back around. And maybe there was another piece hanging out of it at one time. I can definitely do something with that. That might be a repair, or I can just change it into a new look altogether. I like this chain. It's a very delicate chain. There's no tone loss on it. And this is a sort of hammered brutalist look on this pendant. But that's really pretty. Let's see, we have a stretch bracelet. There we go. The stretch is decent, but it's fraying right here on this strand. I'll probably just cut the elastic and salvage these beads for other projects. And some more shells. So I'll put this with the shells that were in the first bag. If I can get these untangled. There we go. These are laid out in a little pattern. These sort of little tiny conch shells. The white ones are laid out in a pattern, and the brown ones are in a line. So that's pretty, and we can put that together. There we go. I'll want both of those for $2. Here is a necklace with 2 strands and 2 pendants. Here we go. The pendants are, again, sort of this hammered brutalist type look with the antiqued gold tone and a gold tone chain, very delicate chain, which looks like it's in really good shape. There's either, this is hard to tell whether it's tone loss or dirt, so when I see something like that that looks like a lot of tone loss, but then the strand right next to it looks bright, then that leads me to think that it's more likely dirt and not tone loss on the one that's next to it. So that might shine right up in the ultrasonic cleaner. That little piece of velvet ribbon. This has some nice weight to it. So we're looking at a bronze tone necklace, I think. Yes, it is a necklace from the length of the chain. I might have to go off camera with this one because it looks like it's pretty involved. Yeah, I'll go off camera with that one and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, here we are back with this one. And part of the reason I couldn't figure it out is that it has these swags that hang down from between these little shields, I guess, or medallions. But then also the chain that looks like it's tangled up and wrapped around is actually supposed to be like that. Here it is from the back. You can see how it's in a repetitive pattern on the back. And that's your first clue that it's like that intentionally, because the pattern is repeated and then everything hangs evenly off the bottom. If everything off the bottom was hanging at all different lengths and it didn't look repetitive on the back, then you would know that it was just a tangly mess. But that's how that looks. There's nothing really wrong with this. It just needs a cleaning. You can kind of feel the dirt on it. So it just needs a cleaning. And it's bronze tone with, in these settings, these sort of creamy colored rhinestones. And that's just a really, really interesting look. It's about, I would guess, maybe about a 9-inch drop on that. There's not a, oh, there's a maker. Let's see. I don't know that mark. If you know that mark, let me know. But that's really pretty. I like this one. It's interesting. Yet another piece that's just fully wearable, just needs a little cleanup. So here is a little teardrop in a gold tone setting, black background with white polka dots, and a gold tone chain, nice and bright gold tone chain that is very, very lightweight. Necklaces like this tend to not really do well for me, so I might take this off and let it be part of a purse charm maybe, and then use the chain for another project. I think that's what I might do with that. I've been kind of eager to get to this. It has a toggle closure. It's a matte gold tone, and it's a Rolo chain, it looks like, with all of these little circles. It's hanging kind of cha-cha style off of it, and it is broken here at the bottom, it looks like. Okay, it has two parts. I don't know what to make of that. It has these two parts at the bottom. This is supposed to go like that. I can't tell why it would have the two parts right here. It seems like there would be two parts on this side too, like one here and then one that would connect right there maybe. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. But this, once I figure out what's going on with it, this is going to be a simple repair. And again, a very interesting, I like unique pieces. And this is a very very different. It feels nice. That's kind of, can't really explain why I would say that, but it just feels nice. It's got a nice weight to it, and it feels just very fluid to touch and handle. But that's great. This is, oh goodness, a scarf clip, I think. I think that's what this ring is. You thread your scarf through it, and then you clamp it down. And it's a gold tone leaf that is in great, great condition. I don't see any loss at all on that. And that would look very beautiful with whatever scarf you want to wear that with. It's kind of long. It's about 2¼ inches long. Beautiful detail and veining on that. The tension on the clip is nice and tight. And that's really pretty. And then the little separate bag of goodies. We have an acrylic little daisy or sunflower. I wonder, no, I don't think so. I was about to wonder if this is Bakelite, but I don't think it is. No, this is some kind of a glass or ceramic on the beads, but it has a texture to it. And then this is not glass. This is some kind of resin, I think, for the little flower. These beads are very interesting, even though they look partly faded. You know, I want to say with this pitting on here that these are possibly sponge coral. This is different than the rest of the beads. This one might be ceramic or glass, but I'm wondering if maybe these could be some sponge coral. I'll take these elements apart, I think. I don't know. I'll clean it up first and see what I think after I clean it up. This is interesting. This reminds me of Chico's. It's a piece of copper with this little acrylic panel with flowers either molded or carved into it. But that is bright, shiny copper, and I don't see, there's not a little hole, you know, where you can hang a ring or anything like that. But that's what I would see this as, is a pendant. So I may ask my husband to drill a hole in this so that could hang as a pendant. I don't think there's enough room on each end for it to hang this way, but definitely could put a hole on top and hang it this way. So that's pretty. Okay, be strong. There's some tone loss on here. And, oh, this is Silpata. So would that be tone loss? If it's Silpata, I think they exclusively use sterling. Yeah, that's got a 925 mark on it. This is a piece of Silpata. How gorgeous. Be strong, and then if it's Silpata also, this is going to be a stone. I don't think they use faux stones at all. And this is not original to the necklace, because it's got a TH on the back. So this is going to require some research to find out which of these elements are original to this chain. This is a Silpata chain. And I'll need to find out which elements, if any, are original to the chain and which ones belong someplace else. That's an interesting piece. I like doing research. Okay, this is a piece of foil glass. It's a bead, I think. Yeah, it's drilled all the way through. Linden World Fine Jewelers. Let's see, it doesn't say on the little card what this is. Probably maybe it's a CZ. I'll check that out and see what that is. I'll put it on my gem tester. Uh-oh, I can't figure out how to get this thing open again. There we go. It's very sparkly and shiny. It's probably a CZ, I think. Is there any match for that with another one? No, I don't think so. Okay, this is an acrylic bead. Here's a pretty bead here, golden. See, there's some markings on this. Not sure what that is. This looks like it would be at home with the charms that are on that silpata chain. And here's a gemstone. We'll test and see what that is too. This is probably a piece of quartz. And here's one of those little Asian coins with the square cut out. Of course, it's not a real coin. Okay, a little moon. Interesting pieces. I'm going to sit this together so I can test them at the same time. And wrapping it up here, let's see. Some wings. And it looks like all of those little AB stones are there. Yeah, they're all there. I don't see a maker on it. This would be a really cool purse charm. I know it probably wasn't originally a purse charm, but I could see that being a really either frilly charm or it could be edgy depending on the other elements I put with it. But I really like that for a purse charm. Ooh, and some more crystal. Nice, nice, nice. I've got to make some crystal projects with this and then the other crystal from the first bag and then all of that crystal that I got from Carol. Okay, here are just plastic beads. I think this is faceted black glass, which, yeah, I got lots of faceted black glass beads. Not sure what this is. That might be a sterling setting. I'll test that with the other sterling that I'm looking at. And just little bits and baubles. Here's another little piece of crystal, a few pieces. Okay, yeah, several little small pieces of crystal. Okay, so that is the batch that I ordered from Susie, a craft lot that I ordered from her, and then bonus pieces that she gave me. There is sterling in here, there's crystal in here, there's a silpata chain, there's Chico's, there's this. Can't wait to find out what this is. And the pieces that I quoted prices for, if somebody wants to buy them off this video, they can, or I will, and that's these earrings from earlier in the video, these from earlier, a little frog, and then the shell necklaces here. If you want to buy them from this video, that's you can do that at the prices I quoted. I cannot remember what those are right now, but if those don't get bought from this video, then I'll offer them up with prices on the screen and all that stuff when I show them again after cleaning. But that is my craft lot from Susie at Dragonfly Bees. Again, if you don't already subscribe to Susie's channel, go check her channel out. It is a lot of fun. It's very educational. And then thank you so much for spending some of your time with me as I went through all of these beautiful things that Susie sent to me, and especially the bonus items that she sent me. Thank you for spending the time with me to look at all of these things. And if you are not already subscribed, please do that. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Share it with someone else who you think might also enjoy it, and leave a comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.